Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Skint Living UK. I live in an Edwardian house which was built in 1908, making the house 117 years old. It's a terrace 3-bedroom house. It's got 3 living rooms and 2 bathrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs. The downstairs bathroom is a recent addition which was put in 2012. I didn't do that because we moved in 2020 in February, just before COVID kicked off, and I've been doing some work on the house since we've moved in, and this year I've upped it a lot because I want to put the house up for sale now because I want to downsize. I'm a 58-year-old mum. I used to be a teacher. I did 7.5 years full time and about 12.5 years on supply, and I'm currently living on my small teacher's pension, which is less than the basic welfare in the UK. I top up my money with a little bit of sales from the internet because I'm decluttering, because I want to downsize, and the rest either ends up in the bin because it's broke or trashed, or I take to local charity shops. So in the process of decluttering, I've been taking rubbish out of this cupboard. It's been used as like a tool cupboard with paint and bits of wood and stuff like that, like a junk cupboard. And because I want to put the house up for sale, I thought I need to clear this out so it looks better, so the buyers can actually see what I've done with it rather than trying to imagine it themselves, because some buyers don't have much imagination. And I've turned it into a pantry because the house is sort of cottagey in style, and I thought, why not make a pantry? So I bought a little pantry sign in cast iron. That was £6, and I've been working on the inside. I step back because I'm in my own shadow here. So what I've done is I've used scrap wood to put shelves in. I put these shelves in a few years ago. I've recently painted the inside of the cupboard white. There's more to do. I've used some wallpaper that was left over from the spare bedroom renovation, which I insulated, plasterboarded, put tongue and groove panelling in. And I put some wallpaper on one wall. This wallpaper came from a local charity store, thrift store. Cost me £2. Its original price was about £28–29, so I saved a lot of money there. And because I had a bit of wallpaper over, I thought I'd put it in because I'm going for that cottage type look, so I thought it'd look nice. So on this top shelf, I've put all my small kitchen appliances: a bread maker, a slow cooker, cast iron, oven dish, and a blender with a coffee bean grinder. So they've been here, there and everywhere around the kitchen, so it's nice to have them in one place. I had a little bit of blue paint over, so I've painted the edges of the shelves. I bought this scallop trim. It looks like that before you paint it. I got that on eBay. It was just over £6 for 12 pieces. So I've put 2 pieces on each shelf to make it look pretty. I've also used sticky back plastic. I think in the States and Canada they call it peel and stick. It's in a blue and yellow check, and this week it was on offer. If you bought one roll you got another roll free. So it was enough to do the shelves, and it was also enough to do the panels of the door. I've recently painted this door as well in white quick dry satin wood paint. It was previously painted in gloss, hadn't been touched for years, and I thought, well, I've got a bit over it, I'll use it on the panels of the door. I need to get a nice pretty iron board cover now because this is years old. This is about 15 years old, this iron board and its cover, so I'm well overdue a new cover, so I'll get a pretty flowery one, I think. And this is my iron hanger. So I usually hang a bag in here full of spare bags for shopping and spare cloths for doing DIY. I've got a little light here, but it's not very good. As you see, it's quite dim. So I've ordered a couple of rechargeable lights to go in here. So one will go on above this shelf and one will go above this shelf. So I've just done this shelf yesterday. I've put some stuff in so you can see what it sort of looks like. I think it's looking really nice. I'm going for, like I said, a cottage theme. So I've got wicker basket to put dry goods in, packets, things like pasta and stuff. I've got some jars there. But I haven't done the bottom yet, as you can see. So I've got to clear this out and give the tiles a scrub. I did buy more tiles that match these here, but I don't know if I'll have time to do it because I'm still working on the rest of the house. Hopefully I'll get the tiles down, but if not, I'll just leave the tiles there as long as they're clean. So I need, as you can see, I need to paint all underneath here. Yesterday I painted the underneath of this shelf all nice and white so it's fresh and clean looking. And across this edge here I'm going to put a curtain so I can hide ugly stuff behind it. Things like, I'm going to get a tub to store things like toiletries and spare household stuff like washing up liquid and toilet rolls and that sort of thing that you need somewhere to stick. So they'll go behind the curtain, and I've got two big tubs, one for pet food and one for people food. So that'll go in front of the curtain. I've made the curtain, I'm just going to show you, from a fabric remnant. It was a piece of curtain, so I thought, well, it's blue and flowery, that'll do. I've hand sewn it because my sewing machine needs new sewing needles, but to be honest, I like sewing while I'm watching the telly in bed at night. The telly in my room's the only telly in the house, so it's just nice to relax. I don't have a telly in the living room, a TV in the living room. So I've just done some back stitch, as you can see here, to make the top seam for the curtain wire to go through. So that'll go along the bottom shelf. So I've just sewn back stitch, done the same along the side edges and the bottom hem. So I'm not particularly neat because I have arthritis in my hands and I'm left-handed as well, so that doesn't help. But I just thought this is nice. So it's like a creamy colour with big beige and these sort of watercolour, water wash big flowers. So this will be gathered a little bit because it's a little bit too wide, but that's okay. And I thought, well, it's for free because it was just in my fabric stash in my ottoman at the bottom of my bed. So it's one less thing. So that'll be going up last after I've painted the cupboard. And obviously cleared it out first because I've took a lot of stuff out, believe it or not. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have took a lot of stuff out, but there's more to go. And yeah, but I think it looks so pretty. So if you just look at that bit, don't look at the bottom bit. It's looking pretty, I think, with the wallpaper, bit of wallpaper. It's all painted clean. And the scallop trim, which I love. So I've put some scallop trim in these makeshift shelves. I need to get some filler to fill all the rough bits. But these were made from bits of wood left over from a chest of drawers that fell apart. So I thought, why waste the wood? So that's been used here, there and everywhere, that was. Because I think, well, it's a free resource, why not use it? So yeah, this needs to be painted. I'll show you my little shelf I made. Well, I decorated with the scallop trim the other day, so this is again what it looks like painted. I made this little unit years ago when we first moved in. I was going to use it like a plate rack, but it ended up being a catch-all. It was made from leftover tongue and groove. I had a packet of tongue and groove, 3/4 of a packet of tongue and groove left over, and bits of skirting board. So it's got a nice rim on, so that's why I thought, oh, I'll use it as a plate rack, but there's actually only one plate on it. As you can see, I love plants. I've propagated a load of plants. They make me happy. And here is tongue and groove everywhere. When I put the new kitchen cupboards in 5 years ago, I put smaller cupboards in and a Belfast sink, like a deep sink. So this corner is my next project. I'm going to make an L-shaped bench, a storage bench. In the UK we call it a banquette. Some people call it a bonquette. You can Google that. And I'm going to make a wood frame, some tongue and groove, I'll stop buying it, and tongue and groove will go on the front. And I've got wood there that I was given from a neighbour who was chucking it out, the wood slats off a cot bed, so I'm going to make them into the lids. And I've been hand making lots and lots of cushions, so the cushions can go on the bench and around the house as well. This is the new durable for under the kitchen sink. So as you can see, I've got lots of little projects going on in here at the moment. But I'm really pleased with the progress so far. I think it looks nice with the cottage theme. I went for a sort of cottage style because the ceiling has got tongue and groove on it. So I thought I'll run with the theme. The same in the bathroom upstairs, there's tongue and groove on the ceiling there. So it's sort of like a thing that runs through the house. I've put some in the vestibule, the entryway as well. So it also ties the house together. Yeah, as I said, this house is 117 years old, so it's getting on a bit. Still standing, so we're slowly getting there. And I wish to downsize now, because I don't need a house this big when I'll be on my own, because my son wants a place of his own now. So there you go. So let me know if you're doing any DIY projects. Are you doing it yourself to save money, or because you've got good skills? I just sort of have a go, have a try. Not being trained in any way or gone on any courses or anything. It's just sort of been a bit of trial and error, as they say. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to put my coffee on, and while the coffee is brewing, I'm going to wash the dog today, because I've got a fatty bulldog, an English bulldog, British bulldog, and she definitely needs a good scrubbing. It's a bit cool today, so I'm going to light the fire so she can dry off in front of the fire. So if you could be so kind, could you please like, share and subscribe, and drop us a comment. I'd be interested to know what you think. Bye for now.